Hello, student. I'm Kishore here, again in front of you to discuss the topic levels of management. This is very common topic in the management. Under this topic, you will learn what kind of level of management are there. So, management is a universal term which I earlier discussed with you. Whether the organization is profit or whether the non-profit, whether company, individual, firm, home, everywhere management is applicable in different form. Management level just like a hierarchy and bound together the relationship. Whatever relationship we have between the superior with the subordinate and the top level with the middle level with the bottom level, we have the relationship or we will enhance the relationship between the superior and the subordinate. Under this title, you will understand that every individual in the hierarchy is responsible for success completion of a particular task. Whatever task your superior will be assigned to you, you will be able to perform in the perfect manner because your responsibility will be clear, your accountability will be clear. If you have the authority, you will able to take the right decision on right time. So let's say discuss the level of management. In the level of management, three type of levels are there. First type of level of management is top level management. What is top level management? Top level management, under this management, all owners, all executive, all the directors, all the COEs are considered under this. They consist of senior most executive of the organization by whatever name is are called. They are usually referred to as the chairman, chief executive officer, and chief operating officer, president and vice president. These all designation is considered or come under the title of the top level management. In the top level management, they fix the target and policy of the company, policy of the organization. And top level management is a team consists of managers from different function level, heading finance, marketing, etc., or so many other departments are there as per the requirement of the organization. For example, chief finance officer, vice president, marketing, their basic task is integrate diverse elements and coordinate the activities of different department according to the overall objective of the organization. So under the top level management, all senior executives and owners and director or vice president or president, they fix the policy and target and goals of the organization. According to this goal, we have to work ahead. These top level of management are responsible for the welfare and survival of the organization. They are not only fix the goals of the business, also they will take care of the welfare and survival of the organization. And organization means organization is a group of person, or we can say whatever human power is involved to achieving the target of the organization. So top level management take care about all these things, and they will welfare and surviving of the each and every person will be there. They analyze the business environment and the implications for survival of the firm. They will they will analyzing the external environment. External environment may be political environment, maybe government policy, maybe geographical environment. They will analyzing the environment accordingly. They will frame the policy and the goal of the organization. They formulate overall organization goal and strategy for their achievement. They are responsible for all the activities of the business and for its impact on society. They really are the responsible for the all activities which is going in your organization, and what will be the impact of that activity on the society. And definitely whatever business you are doing, impact of the business on the society will be fruitful or will be positive environment should be there. The job of the top management is complex and stressful, demanding long hours and commitment to the organization. So this is really very time consuming and very analytical part of the person. They will fix the goal and policies according to the environment and according to the future plan. Next come on the second level of management, it is called middle level management. Middle level management totally depend on the top level management goal and policy. Whatever policy goal top level management has been decided or finalized, this is the responsibility of the middle level management. They will do work on that, they will manage, they will plan, they will organize to achieving that goal by the management. uh, uh, Middle level management is the link between top and lower level management, and they are subordinate to top managers and superior to the first line managers. So middle level management are the subordinate for the top level management, and they are the superior for the lower level of management. They usually known as the division heads. For examples, we can take the example of production management. Middle level management is responsible for implementing and controlling plan and strategy developed by the top level management. So whatever policies or whatever target they have fixed, this is the responsibility of the middle level management. They will execute the program by with the help of the management. At the same time, they are responsible for the all activities. For the first line manager, their main task is to carry out the plan formulated by the top level management. For this, they need to, so whatever plan is there, how they will successfully achieve. So first of all, interpret the policy framed by the top management. So whatever plan they have prepared, we have to prepare a plan for achieve that thing. Second is ensure that their department has the necessary personnel कि whatever goal we want to achieve accordingly, we have the resources or not. Third, assign necessary duties and responsibility to them. Whatever work you want to assign to the person as per their qualification, as per their experience, you have to assign the duty as per the responsibility along with authority also. Motivate them to achieve desired objective. You have to motivate to your subordinate as per the time. Whatever problem is there, you have to solve the problem. You will motivate them for fulfill the objective and goal of the company. Next is cooperate with other department. Suppose we have 6 department in my organization, so each and every department had to coordinate to each other. They have to cooperate to each other. You will understand the meaning of the coordinate and cooperate in separately in the next chapter. You don't learn management from books alone. So management is the doing activities, and you will learn something by doing the work. Next, now we will discuss the supervisory or the operational management. or you can say middle level management. This is the third level of management. Foreman and supervisor comprise the lower level in the hierarchy of the organization. So this type of the level will come at the end of the level of management. In this management, all supervisor are there. They will supervise the things as per plan is going on or not. Their authority and responsibility is limited according to the plan drawn by the top level management. So whatever top level management has fixed the target, to achieving that we have to fix the authority and responsibility for the lower level management. Supervisory management play a very important role in the organization, since they interact with the actual workforce and pass on instruction of the middle level management to the workers. They will supervise कि work is going on accordingly or not. If so, whatever feedback is there, they will discuss with the middle level management. Accordingly, middle level management will coordinate, cooperate, or take the action on that. If problem is there, so how that problem can be sorted out. Through their efforts, quality of output is maintained. So this is the efforts of the lower level management. By supervising the thing, they will ensure कि yes, as per the quality standard quality whatever they have fixed, your output is going on. No wastage is there, or minimum wastage of the material should be there, and safety standard are maintained. Whatever standard of maintenance are there, you have to follow that thing. The quality of workmanship and the quality of output depend on the hard work, discipline, and the loyalty of the worker. So under the last level of the management, totally supervision work is there. They will supervise the things as per the plan. So whatever differentiation or whatever gap is there, they will discuss with the middle level management, and middle level management have the responsibility to minimize the gap whatever they have find out. Now we will go to the function of management. Management is a combination or consists the all function which is very essential in the management. Total 5 function are there. So one by one I discuss to you. First function is the planning. Planning is the function of determine in advance what to do be done and who is to be done. Planning is the pre-planned function of the management. This is the first and primary function of management. In this function, you have to decide what to do, how to do, to whom to do, and where to do. Everything you have to think in advance. This is the planning. Planning means think ahead, think about the future in the present time. That is the planning. This implies setting goal in advance and developing a way to achieving them efficiently and effectively. In the very first lecture, I have cleared the term of the efficiently and effectively. Here also I am clearing in the briefing. Efficiency means you have to produce the goods and service at minimum cost, or whatever work you are going to perform, that cost should be minimized. That is the efficiency. And effectiveness, whatever target you have given by the superior, you have to complete on time and in time as per the plan. So planning is the predetermined work as per the goal of the firm. Again I am clearing, planning will be done in the present time for the future. In Smita's organization, the objective is production and sale of candles. Smita has to decide quantity, variety, quantity, variety, color, and then allocate resources for their purchase from different supplier. Plan cannot be prevent problem, but it can predict them and prepare contingent plan to deal with them if and when they occur. In the first session, I discussed the one case of Mrs. Smita Roy with you. She was very expert in art and craft, especially in making the candles. She started the business with the help of the one organization. They help to perform and fix the business. And she discussed कि when she plan कि what kind of target she have to fulfill. So for fulfilling the target, she decide कि what kind of standard material is required of wax, how many colors candle will be prepared, what will be the size of the candle, what will be the design of the candle, and what will be the cost of the candle will be incurred. So whatever work she perform, it is called the planning. Planning is the pre-plan activities which is as per the goal or objective of the owner. Second is organizing. Organizing is the management function of assigning duties, grouping tasks, establishing authority, allocating resources required to carry out a specific plan. What is organizing? Organizing is a group of persons. In a group of persons, every person are involved to perform their duty to achieving the management tasks. So here we have to clear कि the work of the organization is that they have to divide entire work among the person as per their qualities, as per their experience, as per their efficiency. And not only divide the work in the person, they have to define the duty and assign the authority. And duty and authority कि whatever authority to have, as per authority they can take any decision if it is required. And time to time they have to allocate the resources to fulfill the achievement the target of the business. Once a specific plan has been established for the accomplishment of an organization goal, the organization function examine the activities and resource required to implement the plan. The organization is the second function of the management if come after the plan of the management. If your plan has been finalized, after organization work will be started as per the plan. They allow the resource, they assign the duty, they divide the work, they require or they allocate the resource, etc. It decides to will do a particular task, where it will be done and when it will be done. Organizing involves the grouping of the required tasks into manageable department. This is the work of the organizing. Suppose if one organizing require the 7 different department, suppose finance department, operating department, sales department, marketing department, so these all work come under the title of the organization. Now different kind of business require from structures according to the nature of work. You will read more about this in the later chapter. So organization is a just like separate function of the management. This is very wide term and we cannot explain. Only I am briefing this function work here. So different structure of organization we have, we will discuss in the next chapters. Next is, after organizing is work will come staffing. Staffing simply stated in finding the right people for the right job. Here I will discuss with a very simple manner कि what is the staffing. Staffing here indicate कि as per plan whatever manpower is required in any organization, we have to fulfill or we have to require that human requirement of the person. Suppose an organization 100 people are required, and each 100 people require in the four department, and four department require 25 each department person. So this is the work of the staffing means right person on right job, as per the quality, as per the degree, as per the experience, as per the qualification. We will assign the different designation and department to that person. Or let's say read more, the right people with the right qualification are available at the right place and times to accomplish the goal of the organization. This is also known as the human resources function of management. So in the staffing, we have to arrange the human resources or human, which is very required in the organization. Without this we cannot be success in the business. And it involves activities such as requirement selection. So these are the further function of the staffing. Recruitment is the just the number of applicants are required. Okay, these vacancies are vacant in the organization. After that we will come to the selection. In this function we will decide how to select the right person for the right job. Third, in the placement and training means where that person we will place after the selection, in which department he will take the placement. After placement, training of the person. If person are skilled, it's okay, otherwise we need to arrange the training for the person. Infosys technology, which develops software, needs system analytics and programs. So this is the function of the management. Next is second last function is directing. Directing is second last function of the management, involve leading, fluencing and motivating employees to perform the tasks assigned to them. Directing including the communication, directing including the motivation, directing including the supervising, and directing include the leadership. These four factor of combination is called the directing. Again I am communication, motivation, leadership and supervision. These four functions are involved in the directing. First is the communication. Communication is the way to communicate to person, whether if you are communicate with your subordinate, whether you are communicate to your superior, or whether you are communicate to your colleague. So how you will communicate professionally, so you have to think about that. Second is the leadership. You have to lead, you have to perform the as a leader. So what kind of the leader quality should be there? That all quality must be mentioned in a person, those who are performing the leader role. Next is the motivational. Motivating, you have to motivate to your team, you have to motivate individual and group to perform and achieve the target of the company. And another is the supervision. Supervision is also the supervising the thing, ki work is going on as planned or not. So these all point I have discussed. Now we come to the last function of the management. It is called the controlling. Controlling is the last function of the management. Under the controlling, actually we comparison with the actual performance with the planned performance. Controlling, I give the example of the producing or manufacturing. Suppose I am producing a pen. Before producing a pen, I have fixed the designing of my pen, after producing the pen, actually pen should be there. What is the color, what is the size, what is the cost, whatever I have already planned. When pen is produced or pen is finalized after the producing, then I compare with the plan pen. So if both are the same thing, then no change in the management. If your actual cost of the pen is greater than the standard cost or planned cost, then we have to find out the gap, the reason ki why this gap is there. And after finding the reason, we have to take the corrective action. Let's say, read the statement. The task of controlling involve establishing standard of the performance. First of all, you have to fix the plan or standard of the performance. Second is measuring. Then you will measure the performance, standard performance with actual performance. And then you will comparing. If both are the same, standard and actual, then no need to take any further action. If any variation are there, if any gap are there, then you have to find out the reason of that gap and you have to take the corrective action on that. I want to give here a very simple example to understand the controlling verb, because so many students are there are lots of confusion between the controlling and the supervising. Suppose when you were in the class 10th, you fix your target of marks in the final exam is 90%. So whatever target marks you have fixed, it is called the standard marks or plan marks. When your final exam is conducted by the board and result is out, you secure the 85% marks. That is the actual marks. So your standard marks were 90% and actual marks is 85% and variation is 5%. Ki why 5% is less? Your target was 90 but actually 85. So this 5% marks is less. You have to find out the reason. Ki you have not given the proper time to the study, or you didn't have the material to study for that particular subject. So you will find out the reason and you will take the corrective action, because in the next class you will not take any gap between standard marks and actual marks. Now let's see wind up the topic. In the next session we will discuss the next topic. Thank you all of you. Today we have discussed the levels of the management as well as the function of the management. Levels are three: top level management, middle level management and bottom level management. And three levels of management are different and they have the different tasks, different work, but they entire are the combined to achieve the organizational goals. And second topic which we have completed here, that is the function of the management function. Here we discuss the 5 function of the management. These 5 function series we cannot change. First function is planning, second is organizing, third is staffing, next is directing, and last is the controlling. I hope you understand the all these material. If you have any problem, again you can discuss with me on WhatsApp or telephonically. My number is 895 000 2099. Thank you all of you.